guys, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we will be looking at this. It is the Revival Drive from Origin Effects. You heard it on all the guitars in the song in the beginning of the video. Now before we get started, I just want to say that I am not going to do an in-depth demo of all the knobs and switches on the front of this pedal. First of all, it would make this video ridiculously long, and second of all, the good Mr. Simon Keats, who is the designer of the Revival Drive, has already made those videos. So if you want to check that out, you should head over to the Origin Effects website and look for those videos. I will put a link in the description down below, so it should be very easy to get there. Now, with that out of the way, there are a few things I want to say about the pedal. First of all, it is not as complicated as it looks, even though it has a lot of knobs and switches. Once you get to know these knobs and switches, they make absolutely perfect sense, and they essentially do what you think they do. So when it's very intuitive once you get started using this pedal. Of course, it takes a little getting used to, but you could read the 24-page manual, or you could check out the videos on the Origin Effects website, where it is perfectly explained what every knob and switch does. Now, the other thing is the sound of the pedal. Now, this pedal is made to sound like an old vintage non-master tube amp. It has two channels. One is made to sound like a valve rectifier, and the other one is made to sound like a silicon rectifier. Now the way they done this over at Origin Effects is they took a bunch of old vintage tube non-master amps and they analyzed them, and they figured out how whatever goes on inside the amp to make this sound just the way they do. And instead of just mimicking or simulating, and when I say simulating, there is no digital things going on inside this pedal, it's all analog. But they are instead of just simulating the preamp and the EQ curve of a certain amp, they went ahead and simulated the entire amp. So they simulated the preamp, they simulated the phase inverter, the power amp, and the rectifier stage of the amps, and they clamped all of that into this little box, and they hit the nail on the head on that one. It sounds really, really good. Now, the third thing I want to mention is that the philosophy behind the pedal is to make it sound good through any amp. So the idea is you take whatever amp you have, and for the song in the beginning of the video I was using my old Fender Basement. So you plug your guitar into the amp, you set up a great clean tone, and then you tweak the pedal to fit the amp, and that is where all these EQ switches and knobs down here and the ones at the bottom right here come into play. And it works. You can make this pedal sound really, really good into any amp. Even though I just used the Basement in the video, I have checked it out through my old Marshall and my Mesa Boogie down here, and you can make it sound great through any of these amps. Cool, that's it. It is the Revival Drive from Origin Effects. Like I said, if you want more info on this brilliant overdrive, just head over to the Origin Effects website, and please, if you haven't, hit subscribe to my channel here, and I'll be back soon with more gear demos. Stay cool!